Mr. Ignatieff, we have our final question from Louise Farr Chambers. Please.
Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you so much for coming to our community. I humbly suggest that if you continue on this road, your personal and political party ratings will continue to rise, and depending on how you answer this question, they could rise even further.
Just raise the stakes here.
I'm so pleased to see you acknowledge the importance of the social well-being and economic role of University of Ontario Institute of Technology, more commonly known as UOIT. However, you did not mention the role of community colleges, and you are also in the homeland of Durham College, one of the most forward-thinking, innovative colleges, I dare suggest, in the province and across Canada. I do believe that we need a strategic plan to help support and promote our community colleges and the roles that they play as a sister to our universities, and hold the universities to the same account that indeed the colleges are held. What would you like to do, and what will your party do should you become the government of the day in helping us to see the importance of community colleges?
Well, thank you so much for the question. I have the great privilege of having Humber College in my riding, so I see the incredible job that they do every day. You know, my sense of this is we've got to hook this stuff up. We've got to make it seamless. It's difficult to transfer from college to university. It's difficult to get credential recognition from colleges to university. That's one thing we have to fix. We have to have respect between institutions, transferability of credits, so that you can go on beyond college to university if you want. So the university system treats the college system with the respect that it's due. We've got to think about education as starting with early learning and childcare, which I'm passionately committed to, K through to K-12, and the federal government has a huge responsibility with Aboriginal education, and we're not doing a good job. We need to think about colleges, universities. We need to think about institutes of technology. We need to see them as one big system. Different jurisdictions, we respect the jurisdictions, but begin to think of them as one national project whose purpose is to make sure that we have the right people trained with the right skills to get the jobs done. And we have to include the unions. They do great training in the union halls. We've got to reward and incentivize all relationships between the business communities, great companies like Viridian, and colleges. All these interchanges in which we get Viridian, taking college kids in placements for the summer to get them experience, common research projects, which I know Humber does with many businesses. Break down the barriers is my message. Break down the barriers in the system. Think of us as one common enterprise. Business, labor, educational institutions, government, the private sector, the public sector. We've got one job, which is to get Canada ready for the 21st century. There are no prizes for second place out there. We've got to have the best educated labor force on the planet in order to guarantee and maintain the standard of living that we love in this country. And if we start playing jurisdictional games, or it's your job, it's not my job, we won't get it done. And what matters is to make sure that that 15-year-old, that 16-year-old has got the ceiling lifted up off, so he or she, and hopefully she, will think the sky is the limit for me. These are the goals. These are the things I care so passionately about. I'm standing here because I got an education. It was funded by the taxpayers of Ontario. My scholarship to Harvard came from Canada Mortgage and Housing. I wouldn't have gone without publicly funded support. Everything I've achieved in my life was achieved because I got a great education, mostly paid for, entirely paid for by the Canadian taxpayer. And I want to make sure every single Canadian has the shot that I had. There you go.